And he puts it together in a real purposeful way, real fast.
But all the studies are not in on prenatal learning, and the long-term effects are not known. Some child development experts suggest that early gains can be lost because a child can burn out earlier. And they warn trying to teach your children before they are developmentally ready can put an added stress on the child. It can send the wrong message.
You're not good enough. You child simply are not smart enough or able enough. I have to show you how to do things. That, I think, is the basic message to the child.
Day says child's play is not wasted time, but a learning experience for children where they develop confidence and trust.
But also in children's play, you'll see children work out different problems that they might be having. You'll see the 2-year-old who's spanking his or her doll because they just received the spanking from their parent. They're trying to understand what happened to them.
And what is happening to kids is not only happening earlier academically, but also socially. More children are taking care of themselves with divorce or both parents working. They are assuming more adult responsibilities, but there is a cost.
They're assuming more and more of what traditionally have been parents' responsibilities. There's less time for schoolwork, less time for friendships.
They are mother, father, sister, brother, and at the same time a child.
Virginia Calvin is the principal of Measles School. She says she sees the pressure on kids every day, from moving from school to school.
It's scary.
Yeah. What's scary about it?
Well, it's a new school.
New school, friends.
Well, no friends.
To trying to impress your friends.
Don't wash jeans, usually ponytails. And there are some most popular kids, the ones that are the toughest. They don't have the smartest anymore.
To worrying about your future while only in the 6th grade.
You know, I have to think about a career that I want to choose so that I can make a, you know, if I get married, I can have a good family. And, you know, it's kind of amazing, you know, just to think about something like that because it's so far ahead and you have to plan for such things.
And as the pressures multiply, children can miss learning the basic coping skills they will need as adolescents and adults.
We're getting a backlash. I'm now hearing first grade teachers say, well, the children come to first grade not even knowing how to use scissors because they've been doing worksheets all through kindergarten. And I think that we are giving children too much too early. We're giving them toys that are too soon. We're giving them everything so that there's nothing to look forward to in life, perhaps.
And if children aren't able to develop coping skills at their own pace, well, that's when they may turn to drugs, alcohol, even suicide. Of course, we'll be investigating those problems all this month.
Gee, drugs, alcohol, suicide, it sounds pretty bleak, Cindy.
It really does, Luke, but everybody I talked with said it's important not to overgeneralize, that some kids naturally can cope with more stressful situations than others. And all said the family is the key. Communication, a parent talking with the child, and the child feeling comfortable enough to talk with the parent.
Okay, Cindy. Well, later on the night shift, a space chicken retires. He's home in Indy.
But next, WSBT meteorologist Paul Silvestri is in with a look at the rest of the work week.
This is empty space. This is the new Ford Escort. This is what your Ford dealer wants to see on March 1st when he must pay a tax on every car in stock. So this is the car you'll get the best deal of the year on during inventory tax time. It comes with air conditioning, tilt steering, and much more. Plus, it's priced about $1,000 less than Honda Civic. So when you choose the world's best-selling car over the import, you've got savings in the bag.
Wait, they're coming. Fresh cookies hot out of the oven, baked right in front of you, made with natural, no-cholesterol butter flavor and natural vanilla. Wow, they're delicious. Hawaiian macadamia nut, milk chocolate chunk, semi-sweet chocolate chunk, white chocolate chunk, oatmeal nut with California golden raisins. These hot cookies will be available soon at bakeries throughout Michiana. Watch for them. They're worth waiting for. Mrs. Bill's famous cookies. Mmm.
fish pizza from Pizza Hut. Now get one medium for $8.99 or two for just $4 more.
It's supposed to rain a little bit tonight. I looked outside. I haven't seen any yet. Has it been raining?
We've had a few sprinkles here and there. You know, I think, Luke, it was just enough to mess up a clean car.
To make the forecast right?
Yeah, exactly. Just enough. We forecast light rain. It couldn't be much lighter than this across much of the region. Anyway, let's check out those temperatures because, once again, this winter heat wave is continuing across the Midwest. 29 degrees our low this morning, 12 above the normal low, 11 below zero back in 1978 for the record. Our high today zoomed up to 45 degrees. That is 13 degrees above the normal high, which also is rising at 32 degrees. And 53 continues to be our record set back in 1946. Certainly, if you've lived around this area for the past several years, kind of wondering what's going on around here. Certainly, the mild weather is continuing not only in Michiana, but across much of the Midwest. You know, we really haven't had a chance to use the snow blowers or the snow shovels, which is just as well for a lot of folks. However, as we've been mentioning, of course, we know here that the snowmobilers and the skiers and a lot of folks certainly do depend on the snow and the cold weather, snow plowing and stuff like that. We really haven't had it as far as this winter is concerned. Once Christmas got over with, it was just about the end of the snow as well. Here's a look at what is going on now. We do see a weak little storm system continuing to move about 30 miles per hour to the east and to the north. And by tomorrow morning, look for clearing skies, just a few sprinkles left over here in Michiana. Meanwhile, some very cold air continues digging in across the west coast where they're expecting snow pretty close to San Francisco, at least some of the foothills. Heavy snows continuing in the Cascades of Washington and Oregon. But that cold air is not going to make it to Michiana. We can't get cold air over the mountains towards us. We need our cold air in the Midwest from Canada, and that certainly isn't about to happen, at least not according to the weather maps I've been looking at in the weather office for the next several days. We still see some cloudiness across here. Some of the brighter clouds you notice here across southwestern Michigan do include a little bit of rain, also some rain back across parts of Illinois. Let's check it out on the South Bend National Weather Service radar. There's that Michigan light rain and really not too much else. Right now in South Bend, the temperature reading is still 40 degrees above zero. South wind at 5 miles per hour. The relative humidity at 73%. Our barometer right now is falling at 29.96. A trace of rain in the past 24 hours. Okay, here's a look at my forecast weather map by tomorrow afternoon. And notice where that storm center will be by then. It'll be off the east coast. It is moving pretty quick. And look for mild weather to continue here in Michigan. As a matter of fact, we should see temperature readings tomorrow somewhere in the middle 40s or so. And not too far off to the west of us. Look at this, 50s across parts of southern Minnesota as well as Iowa. And by Thursday, temperatures here in southern Michigan and northern Indiana should be approaching the 50-degree mark once again with plenty of sunshine. So kind of a warm forecast shaping up. I'll be back with my forecast right after this short break.
A student in small business management, Kristen Lukey.
Before choosing a college, I spent hours researching my options. The choice was easy. Ivy Tech offered the individual attention, the practical programs, and the intense training I was looking for. I hope to run my own business someday, and when I graduate from Ivy Tech, I'll be ready for the challenge. I know I made the right choice with Ivy Tech.
The right choice is Indiana's Technical College, Ivy Tech.
In today's busy world, it's nice to find people who really care about serving the customer. That's the kind of people who work at Harding's. People who take time to listen, to help, to share a friendly smile. That kind of service keeps customers coming back to Harding's for quality products and weekly specials. Tide detergent, liquid powder or powder with bleach, your choice $7.28. And assorted Stouffer lean cuisine entrees, only $1.58. Harding's Friendly Markets, at your service, with people who care.
And here's my forecast for tonight. Once again, we're not going to have to worry about wind chill or anything like that. A little bit of light rain at times tonight. No big deal. Low temperature about 35 degrees. Winds light and variable because they will be swinging around a little bit as that storm moves through. Then for tomorrow, look for clearing skies. We should see our share of sunshine tomorrow with a high temperature in the mid-40s. Southwest winds 6 to 12 miles per hour. Look for a nice night tomorrow night. Lows in the lower 30s. We couldn't ask for better traveling weather over the the 1990 year anyway, as far as we're concerned. Partly sunny for Thursday. High temperature on Thursday right around 50 degrees. So the warm spell is continuing, Luke. You know, it's been pretty good traveling for a lot of our viewers as far as winter travels are concerned. We're not used to this type of situation.
Yeah, roads are even dry.
Yes.
You know? Not even enough rain out there to bother a driver, huh? Yeah, we'll talk about that sometime, whether we're getting enough rain.
Well, we don't want to confuse anybody. It's Tuesday night, but we have high school basketball.
That's right. Usually it's Friday, but Tuesday night got some stuff. And it's St. Joe, a dunk fest at Adams.
How would you improve a Big Mac?
Cornmeal patties with corn syrup on cornbread, wrapped in corn husks.
And how would you improve an Egg McMuffin?
I don't know, but there's no statement our genius can't make.
Really? The only way to improve these classics would be to offer them for a special low price.
Starting Friday, you can enjoy a delicious Egg McMuffin for just 99 cents plus tax, or a great-tasting Big Mac sandwich for only 99 cents at participating McDonald's. Prices may vary.
Today's the day to do it. Today's the day to buy a water bath. Big Star Water Baths has just made a special purchase, and you can buy the Shiloh for an incredibly low $129.99. The Barrington with mirror and tulip lamps is only $239.99, or the Virginian with framed oval mirror and tulip lamps is just $259.99. Today is the day to save money on a water bath at Big Star Water Baths, America's largest. 5701 North Grape Road, just south of University Park Mall in Mishawaka.
Michiana's ever-changing weather picture is now captured in Michiana's hometown weather calendar. Brought to you by WSBT TV and the South Bend Tribune, it's a month-by-month account of hometown highs and lows, sunrises and sunsets, weather trivia, and more. Michiana's hometown weather calendar can be found at these locations. But like our ever-changing weather, these calendars won't stay around long.
All right, what do St. Joe and Adams have in common? Well, both teams gave Concord a run for their money recently, so tonight's matchup figured to be a pretty good one. Let's go to Adams High, where are the cheerleaders saying, yeah, let's play ball. And how about Tom Cavender inside? Good game against Concord. And how about Big Tom, number one, on defense? Don't come in here with that. Get out of here. Woo, 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 woo. How about Adams soaring near the hoop? They are the Eagles. Myron White. Who's going to get it? Myron gets it. He knocks it down for two. Jeez. Oh, I can't see. I can't see. And here is William Owens from the corner. It was the Michael White show. He had 28 points. Oh, my gosh. He was incredible. The crowd going nuts. Michael averaging 30 points over his last 4 games. And outside Bill Farrell getting the football field all set for this fall. Michael White again. How about that? Adams wins 72 to 46. Wow. All right. Here we have, the Charlie Brown scoreboard. And it's the 40th anniversary of Peanuts, right? Right. All right. He's looking good. Jimtown loses to Marion. Tippy Valley, they got a ball club. They pound LaVille. Ooh, man, Tippy can score. Also, Knox loses by 2 and Winnemac over Culver. And Michigan tonight, Sturgis a winner. Brandywine by 6 points over Lake Michigan Catholic. Also tonight, it is Edwardsburg losing by 5 to Berrien, and Dowagiac over Cassopolis by 19 points. River Valley a winner by 10, Bridgman by 4 over Decatur, and Benton Harbor a powerful win as they're coming out of their little slump. In college action tonight, Charlie Brown takes us over to Bethel College, the gym-packed Bethel in St. Francis. Former St. Joe star Kevin Lorton inside. Oh, he can post you up down low. He knocks it down for 2. And how about their favorite player, Jody Martinez, 32 points, 11 rebounds, 7 steals, an All-American candidate if I've ever seen one. The all-time leading scorer at Bethel. He can put on a show. The crowd just loves old Jody. Watch him here. Go baseline. Oh, yeah, decides not to break the backboard. Puts it in. Mike Lightfoot with the eye of the pilot. St. Francis used their head on this play. You get the idea as Bethel wins it 94 to 77. All right. And here we have the Pistons against the Cavaliers. Isaiah Thomas, who is on a roll, watching here, just slash down the middle. The big guys cannot get to him. He puts it in for 2. Oh, yeah. And watch this. This is Pistons basketball. No, you don't. I'm going to push you in the back. Hot Rod Williams pushed by Mark Aguirre. Lambier way outside. He puts it in. And how about Lambier? Not only can he shoot, he can pass as the Pistons get their 7th straight win over the Cavs, 105 102-96. Washington over. Oh, there's Snoopy. What's that news? That's the dog dish in the baseball. 118-100. And New York over Orlando. Bill Innings and Rod Copley, our directors, have outdone themselves. A lot of work tonight. Houston over Minnesota, and San Antonio defeats Atlanta 105-94. And the Pacers are, in a tight one. They need to win. Last night, Bob Berger on the scoreboard. Tonight, Charlie Brown and Snoopy. And Ancilla, a winner tonight by 10 points, 76-66. And on the women's side, Notre Dame women now 10-0 in the conference. Coquise Washington, 20 points, 4 of 4 from three-point range. Well, Joe Montana has been awarded the Sporting News' most prestigious honor, the Man of the Year Award. Yes, that's for all sports. There's Joe, and his wife recognizes the athlete who is a role model inside and outside the sports community. Got a Waterford crystal like the one Cindy Ward has, $15,000. I tell you what, Joe is just so awesome. The best quarterback ever, I believe, no doubt about it. So, Joe, what motivated the 49ers this year after winning the whole thing last year?
When we got into training camp, the talk wasn't about defending a title, it was winning a title. And I think there's a big difference there. And if we felt our backs were against the wall, we could have very easily gotten overrun. And instead, we took the offensive and went out and played hard and won something instead of defending.
All right, the Sporting News may give out awards, but it doesn't do swimsuit issues. Leaves that to Sports Illustrated. This year's issue is about to hit the stands. We got a sneak preview. How about Elle Macpherson? Oh, man, I tell you what, as the Joker says, she'll put steam in a man's stride, make your hair hurt. She is incredible. About 6 foot tall. There's the girl on the cover. Don't know who that is. That's not the girl from last year, I don't believe. And there's Elle again over there. Move your arm, Luke. Let's get a closer look at that. There you see some more girls, and I guess that'll be out here pretty soon, a sort of a sneak preview. And Elle Macpherson, there she is, one last time.
One more time.
That's it for her. All right, get her out of there.
Enough, okay?
I'll tell you what, she's about like 6 feet tall.
She was on the cover, I think, last year.
Yeah.
She's made
No, it was,
was it
Ireland, I believe.
Oh.
They've been promising to put her on the cover. And, no, Elle's been on there before.
He's up on this, isn't he? Charlie Brown would say.
Well, who's got the calendar in the office?
We won't mention any names, Lance McAllister.
Yeah.
Up next on the night shift, a chicken with a moving experience retires in Indianapolis.
You'll see and meet a former chicken in space.
Reliable service is important to all of our customers.
Someone listened and knew what to do.
At our training center in LaPorte, employees learn the latest service procedures. From a telephone greeting to an unexpected emergency, all to provide you with the safe, reliable service you need when you need it.
If so, we're here to help you.
When you come in and I do your tax return, you have me behind you and you have H&R Block behind you, the tax people.
America's tax team stands behind its work.
It's satisfaction guaranteed.
We back them up 100%. Income taxes are all we do. We're here whenever you need it.
The Block Guarantee does give people peace of mind.
Every year, more people come to H&R Block to get their tax returns done right.
We're America's tax team. Put us to work for you.
Extrazine 2 corn herbicide has a third less atrazine than Bicep or Lariat. But what could a little more atrazine hurt?
We already have a couple in our zoo here in South Bend, but today the Indianapolis Zoo got its first space chicken.
Streaker, the chicken, will spend the rest of his life there. Streaker is one of 16 chickens that spent 5 days of development during the embryo stage in space. The rooster was part of a Purdue University experiment aptly titled Chickens in Space. It was a 9-day-old embryo when it was launched aboard the shuttle Discovery in March of '89.
We're finding out that the ones that went aboard space, their equilibrium, their balance, and some of their orientation effects are a little bit different than the ones here on the ground.
Streaker is sharing space with a chicken developed at the same time, but down here on Earth.
Yeah, well, what if he can forecast the weather after being up there?
I don't know. Boy, that was certainly something. Indeed. The weather,
space chicken,
yeah, the space chicken is okay. That's nice to know. And as far as our weather is concerned, I think we're looking for temperatures in the 40s tomorrow. Clearing skies, southwest winds 6 to 12 miles per hour. So the warm weather spell is a very prolonged one, as we well know here in Michiana. It seems as if it may be a good idea to do some traveling if you haven't already.
It's going to start clearing off any time right now, huh?
It should be by tomorrow morning. We'll see some breaks in the clouds. Yeah, just a few sprinkles tonight, that's all.
Oh, okay. Not bad. Nothing from Charlie tonight, so I guess that's it for tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again tomorrow night. Good night.
Had enough from Charlie. The swimsuit issue.
Good grief.